Today on the Anime Zone, a review of Fooly Cooly, a totally normal anime about a totally normal boy living in a totally normal city with a totally normal life, where nothing exciting ever happens. In the time I've been watching anime, I've seen my fair share of weird and confusing things. I've seen cuddly little teddy bears become terrorizing monsters of death, single lonely men running from a group of hot desirable women who all apparently want to fuck him, men who look more like girls than actual girls, and well, whatever the fuck the Evangelion ending was. But after seeing this show, I can safely say that all those don't hold a candle to the weirdness that is Fooly Cooly. Though to be honest, the Evangelion ending can still go suck on my dick. Fooly Cooly is an anime produced by Studio Gainax in the year 2000. Ironically, the same studio that produced Evangelion, and is one of the weirdest things I've ever watched. The anime itself comes with 3 possible names. You can call it Fooly Cooly if you want the English name, FLCL if you want the abbreviated name, or lastly you can call it if you're Japanese or just want to sound like a twat. Though it doesn't really matter what you call it, because the names make no sense in the first place. So giving the series a name like The Results of LSD, The Adventures of Hornboy, Me and a Bunch of Pricks, or What the Fuck is Going On, would probably be more appropriate names anyway. Let me try to explain the first episode to you. The anime starts off with this boy called Naoto Nandaba, explaining that everything in his life is normal and nothing exciting ever happens. He says with a giant fucking iron in the middle of his city blowing out mysterious smoke everywhere, but whatever, this, normal, got it. Things start getting quote-unquote weird when a random girl appears and almost kills him when she hits him with her scooter. She then starts talking gibberish and revives him using CPR, and then proceeds to bash his head in with her motorized bass guitar, causing a big bump to appear in his head which I could easily take the piss out of, but I'm not, because I'm too mature for that. Must resist dickhead joke, must resist dickhead joke, must resist dickhead joke, must resist dickhead joke!
It's getting bigger!
Oh, fuck off! Later, Naoto finds out to his surprise that the strange pink-haired girl is actually living in his house as a housekeeper. The confused Naoto then puts the girl through an intense questioning session to find out the true identity of this mysterious pink-haired girl.
Who are you?
I'm just a wandering housekeeper.
Tell me the truth.
I'm an alien.
Well, fuck, that was easy. Afterwards, Naoto runs off to talk to his brother's ex-girlfriend, before 2 robots sprout out from the bump in his head and start fighting each other, before Crazy Girl appears again and smashes one of them over the head with her guitar. Again. The episode ends with the robot rolling some dough, and Naoto explaining that everything is normal and nothing exciting ever happens. Because, as we all know, being smashed in the head and not dying, normal. Finding a crazy alien living in a house as a maid, normal. Having 2 giant robots fighting to the death in front of you, normal. For anime. Looking like you have a huge dick growing out of your head, normal. Okay, sorry, no more dickhead jokes. But in all honesty, there's not much point in explaining the plot because it's so erratic and random that trying to explain a series would be like trying to explain the principle of relativity to a group of monkeys. The story has no structure, no set tone, no consistency. There could be a scene with a totally dark, edgy, serious tone with the main character narrating his inner thoughts, debating his role in life, pondering about his achievements, all his goals, all his... And that's about how the pacing of the whole show goes. The anime revolves around a 12-year-old kid called Naoto, who is at that tender age where he thinks acting like an adult is the equivalent of being an all-round pessimistic dick to everyone. Though, to be fair, he doesn't really get the best example from his father, who seems to think that being a well-matured, sophisticated, mature adult means acting like...
You are so cruel!
a twat, apparently. Mamimi Samajima is a strange girl and is the ex-girlfriend of Naoto's older brother, who's moved to America. She seems to spend most of the time doing what every other typical 17-year-old rebel schoolgirl does. She skips classes, she smokes cigarettes, and she touches little boys inappropriately. Wait, what? Then comes the heart of this anime, Haruko Haruhara. This crazy hyperactive pink-haired girl is the source of all the chaos in the series, and when she's not running people over with her Vespa or repeatedly cracking heads open with her bass guitar, she seems to enjoy dressing up as various people and inappropriately touching little Wolf, for fuck's sake. There's also another character called Commander Amaral that gets introduced later in the series. This person works for a Men in Black type organisation who seems to have past ties with Haruko. As you can see, the most distinctive thing about this character is
Those eyebrows.
Those eyebrows.
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 Now, while some people find the craziness in this show absolutely hilarious, it may also throw some people off with the absolute randomness of the plot. And honestly, I can't blame them, even if that is the main draw of this anime. If you didn't get an idea of what this show is like from my plot description, it felt like the story was written by some ADD kid on a sugar rush who has the attention span of a goldfish. It's crazy, it's funny, it's bizarre, and it makes absolutely no fucking sense. Yes, I know, the whole show is actually a coming-of-age story about one boy's journey through his adolescent mind trying to get behind a facade of craziness, but seriously, even after watching it several times, I can't help but think to myself, what the fuck did I just watch?
So what do you think, Haruko-san?
What do you?
Oh, Fooly Cooly, like that?
Kool-Aid?
Not like curry powder aphrodisiac leaked off my desk. It's this kind of Fooly new modality.
Noodle?
I mean like
And this is what you call talking shit.
Nano utilizes the right brain and left brain's distinct thought processes to open up an interdimensional channel capable of pulling things through.
Wait. What? Now, with all this ranting about how random the show is, it may sound like I'm trying to be negative about it, but I'm only doing so because it's absolutely impossible to describe the series without going into how random it is. Though, this doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, and while it is the biggest draw for the show, the randomness isn't the only thing it's got going for it. Animation in this series is bloody impressive to say the least, but it also gets its fair share of randomness. Every episode has a few scenes with really unique art styles, and it seems like the director was just experimenting with different stuff at times, which resulted in some really cool looking scenes. Sometimes the anime went into manga style animation, sometimes you got extra wacky colourful animation, sometimes you got intentionally crappy gonzo animation, sometimes you got fucking South Park. Yes, fucking South Park. One part that absolutely has to be mentioned is the soundtrack. The soundtrack consists of alternative rock music done by a little known group called The Pillows, and it's honestly one of the best soundtracks I've heard in anime, period. The band sound like a Japanese version of the Pixies mixed with Oasis, and the music fits with every scene so perfectly that it almost felt like I was watching a bunch of bizarre music videos that have been strung together to form something resembling a plot, which is bloody impressive considering the utter randomness of some of the scenes. This gave the anime a really unique feel to it, almost as if you were watching one giant AMV, and honestly was the thing I liked most about the series. Now, I can talk on all day about how good the superficial things of the show are, but the most important thing is, did I like it? Well, yeah, I did, kinda, but definitely not as much as some people do, and I'm not exactly sure why. The show also uses the rule of cool I established in my Samurai Champloo review, and I gotta admit, the show is really cool. But for some reason, I never got that feeling of OMG, WTF, epic win, rufflecopter, BBQ sauce pornish that some people got of this show being the best thing ever since sliced bread. The thing that left me the best impression was the way the awesome soundtrack played with the scenes, and not the quote-unquote hilarity that everyone seems to be fawning over this show for, even if it did have some amazing animation and some kick-ass action scenes.
He's really the one! It's the real Pirate King! Yo!
Overall, even though I did like this anime, I don't think I fully got it, or maybe it just didn't click with me as a whole. I found it funny, but not hilarious. Good, but not great. Cool, but not Sub-Zero cool. Having said that, I definitely think you should check it out, because everyone can have a different experience with this anime. Some people get it, some people think it's a piece of shit, and some people think it's just meh. There's no way to tell, so no matter what I or any other reviewer says about it, I recommend you go watch it. You may just end up loving it, if not for its brilliant soundtrack, or it's just complete randomness. Randomness. Oh, thank God. I give the show an 8 out of 10.